Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Nene here. I'm from Jakarta, Indonesia. This is my first Stitch with Me video. Actually, I never thought that I will ever make this kind of video because I'm a very single tasking person. Like example, if we are eating and talking at the same time, most likely that I will stop eating and listen to you, even if I'm not talking myself. So yeah, while seems that like when you're talking, of course I can eat, right? But I'm not. I usually will listen to you and just stop eating. So I know that when I'm making this video, it will most likely that I'll just talk and not stitching. But I realized that lately my work has been and still until now quite busy, and I think in some weeks I will stay as busy as I am right now, so I don't have much time to stitch. Even though I have time to crafting, I usually don't pick up my stitching because I'm already tired. So I don't want to risk to make a mistake. So a mistake that I must spend more time to crop and restitch it. So when I have time to crafting, I usually take my diamond painting out, because to me it is easier. I don't have to count. So well, at least I won't have to spend some energy to counting, and also it is more forgiving, to my opinion. It is easier to fix a diamond paint rather than stitch. So yeah, I made a lot of progress in diamond painting but not in stitching because of that reason. Because I won't be able to make any progress to show you, any progress that worth to show you, in my opinion. I'll just make a Stitch with Me video so that I can still have a video to upload. So yeah, the project I'm stitching now is this Lizzie Kate, ABCs of Parenting. Okay. My stitching is right in front of the camera, so well, sorry. Yeah, maybe it will happen a lot of time that I will hit the camera, but I think you will rarely look into the camera anyway, because you're stitching or diamond paint or any crafting that you doing right now. Wait, I have to count first. So in this video, I will answer the Crafty Curator Tag. Since the first time I heard this tag, I want to answer it, and I think it is a good chance to answer it. So the first question: if you could wish for a person in history to be represented in a mirabilia pattern, who would it be? It would be Kartini, my national figure. She is famous for her effort to woman emancipation. She struggled to give Indonesian women the same chance of education as men. So she loves to learn, and she started a school to teach women to read and write. So yeah, we celebrate her as our national figure, and I really admire her and her spirit. I also love the traditional clothes of Java Island. Kartini is from Java, so of course she will be portrayed wearing Java's traditional costume. I think it in its simpleness, humble simpleness. Well, you get what I mean. I think Mirabilia will see that Java's traditional costume will make a good design. Yeah. Then second questions. What landmark or area of the world would you have loved to see captured in Jataline? Of course, Borobudur Temple, still an Indonesian area. If you ever see Borobudur Temple from the bird's view, you will see a form of mandala. It is a Buddhist temple, so it has eight sides of Yeah, sorry, I lost words. And here you see that I'm struggling to talk while stitching. Yeah, Borobudur Temple. I can describe the beauty with words. I know I lack of vocabulary, but if you search in Google Borobudur Temple, from the point of view of a bird, then you will see what I mean, that it will capture beautifully in Chatelaine. Excuse me, I must count first. You will see that I always counting and recount it so that I will minimize a chance of mistake. That is why I am so slow in stitching, but I like it this way because to me it is not very effective to spend some time frogging and restitch it. It will cause more thread and the fabric will not be, well, as good as should be. Yeah. Question number 3. What are the top 3 places you want to visit that you've never been to? Well, that's easy. I want to go to Europe. I admire Europe's architectural design. I always love a country or village view in Europe, also in America. And second place, of course, America. I mean in continent. See? I don't want to strict myself to 3 countries. I will just do continents. But the third place is actually a country. It is New Zealand. I love New Zealand's nature as portrayed in the Lord of the Rings movies. I want to see Hobbiton there. And I heard that it is have great wildlife. So yeah, New Zealand, Europe's, America, and New Zealand. Question number 4. What is it that you love most about stitching? What would you miss most about stitching if you could no longer do it? Okay. First of all, I am a person that loves arts like music, dance, painting, craft, but I have no sense of art, if you can make sense of my sentence. I love art but have no skill of art. So in stitching, I am able to create a painting, like a piece of art and craft that will come out beautifully. So without having a sense or a skill of art, I still can produce a beautiful thing out of my hand. And with stitching, you see that with most embroidery and thread needle art, cross stitch has the greatest detail like heaven and earth designs. You see that it is surely looks like painting, a real painting. So yeah, so that's why I love hate the most. And by the way, I just get 3 charts from hate because of the 50% sale. Yeah, I'm Sable people. What would you miss most about stitching? That sense of creativity, that I can no longer produce anything beautiful from my hand, and its calmness that it produces while I'm stitching, that it take away my mind from well, the life, I guess. Yeah, I will miss the sense of peace that I get while I'm stitching, that I can forget my stresses, my life stresses, work stresses, and just forget it, just stitching, and in the end I have a beautiful art produced by my own hands. Question number 5. What is the last movie that made you cry? Oh, that's easy. It is Crazy Rich Asians. I thought it would be silly drama. I haven't read the books, but after I watch it, oh my god, it summarizes the negative side of Asians parenting tradition in a cheerful and light way. So I think it is a very clever movie about society, about especially the high class society, and the relationship between the main characters is also great. So I do recommend this movie, highly recommend this movie to watch. By the way, I forgot to tell one thing. As you know, maybe if you first watch my video, my phone's temperature is highly easy to get heated, and just now I get the notification that it is heated. So I think if I had to pause and suddenly I have a different, I'm in a different part, that's why That is the reason why. Question number 6. Tell me a joke. I'm sorry, Leticia, but I'm not good with telling jokes, so I will skip. Number 7. If you could be any animal or insect, what would you be and why? I would be dogs. I love dogs. I think their character is very great. They are loyal. They are kind-hearted. They love unconditionally. I think it is a very rare character in this society, in our human society. So, yeah, a dog. Number 8. Say something that you love about 2 random flosstubers and why we should watch them. Well, I don't want to name 2 because as my favorite, because I'm sure that everybody is great. If I must say 2 names, I think I will go with the 2 first flosstubers that I watch. The first person is Caroline Maizio. She no longer upload any videos, but I really love her video, and that's what take me to the next person and the next person and so on. I think she has a she is a very kind, she has a very kind personality. I think you will agree. If you have watched her, it seems that I can talk right now. And the second person that I watch is Brian from Blitz Stitch. You can check him out. He has a great stitching. So yeah, just check them out. Number 9. If you found that you were suddenly unable to stitch, what would you do with your stash? Does anyone in your family know what to do with it if you couldn't advise them? Well, as I am a seller of cross stitch here in Indonesia, I think I'll sell them, or I'll just send as a stitchy kindness to another other stitchers. And I think my husband just, if I unable to advise him, I think my husband will just take it to my supplier and ask them to sell it for him. Number 10. What was your stitching like before social media became inundated with cross stitching? Did you stitch less? Did you stitch more? Did you even have such a thing as a rotation? Well, my stitching was on and off. Actually, since I watch FlossTube and do FlossTube, I stitch more than before. Like rotation, I don't think that I have a rotation thing, but I think when I'm done with all the designs that I plan to give it to people, I will start my rotation. Do you find, question number 11, do you find that cross-stitching on social media has helped you stay focused or caused you to become distracted? Like I said before, it helps me stay focused. I'm not very active in social media. I usually just post in one place, like usually it's just my Instagram page at stephanie.nene if you want to follow me and see my crafting life. If I have posted in one place, I most likely will not post it in another place, or at least maybe post in my Instagram and post in one Facebook group. That's all. Tell us about a time when cross-stitching saved your life or someone else's. I'm sorry that I didn't read all of the questions because I tried to be quick as my phone has already hit it. Maybe it is not saved my life, but it helped me to see that my husband now the first time that I consider my friend, then boyfriend, then husband, then hubby is a keeper, because he listened to my chat about this cross stitching, and he really listened all I said. It's not like he just hear and forget it, but he really listened to all of it. He asked a lot of questions about this and that, and he really supports my hobby. You know that I have a lot of hobby here. So yeah, it definitely helped me to find that my husband is a keeper. If you were to look at your stash and the types of patterns that you have collected, what would your cross stitch say about you? Dark and dramatic, warm, cuddly and cute, whimsical and magical, primitive with a love for the old-fashioned patterns from the days of old, colorful and adventurous and not easily defined. I think the last one. I have a lot of designs from Heaven and Earth designs, also Mirabilia and Lavender and Lace. That is the top 3 brand that I collect the pattern. I usually love a design that brings some kind of feeling in me, like that it triggers a certain feeling in me. It is three-dimensional, or it is colorful, and usually I drawn to architectural designs, fantasy, and Christmas. Name something that was the tell. Okay, I think the phone is already heated and it cuts my video. The last question, name something that was the telltale sign that you were addicted to cross-stitch without hope of redemption. What was your aha moment? Well, when I have 57 heights pattern and still got 70 height wishlist. I have 30-ish Mirabilia patterns, also 20 of lavender and lace. Yeah, I think that's the telltale sign for me. So that's all the question. I must say that I actually like this Stitch With Me video. I am much less self-conscious in this video than when I'm recording my regular update. So yeah, I hope you enjoy my chatting, and I thank you for your subscribe, like, and comment. I don't know whether I'll set a fixed day to make a Stitch With Me video, but we'll see what's the future will be. So while I record, I get this D and a part of R. So yeah, it's quite good for a 30 minute. So happy crafting. I will see you in my next video. Bye.